Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to talk about in terms of how to use Finviz to day trade momentum stocks. I've been mentoring a whole bunch of students, and now we are trading on a small account, trading 100 shares, build it up over time. So I made a video and just want to make sure that you guys are able to see what exactly is going on. So here we are using Finviz. This I'm showing you the recording over here, which I was discussing. I've muted whatever I had a conversation with the students, but what you will see is what is going on the screens, right? So we are using interactive brokers as a means of day trading, and we are using Finviz as a means of scanning for names to day trade, right? So I'll let you guys watch the video a bit. What you're seeing right now is the time over here is 9:33, right? You see the time up here, 9:33. Um, and you're just trying to see, what is really going on during the trading day. Looking at different names, taking a look at, what's going on different time frames, uh, and just seeing, what all stocks are actually moving for the day, right? So you're seeing the process of adding names, removing names, taking a look at what the historical numbers are, what is the news on the particular name. So Finviz is a really good tool in terms of using it to scan, right? So I'll let you guys watch the video a bit. What you're seeing on here is just I'm going through different time frames, looking at the daily charts, looking at the 5-minute charts to see if something is going to align for me to day trade. So I'll let you watch you for a bit. All right, so right now I'm looking at the stock PBYI, taking a look on the daily chart, taking a look at where the resistance are on the daily time frames. And now it's just pure observation, right? Just taking a look at if anything else pops out. Once again, going back to 5-minute time frames, which is a really good tool on Finviz, where you can switch between time frames to take a look at, what's going on daily in 5 minutes. So now I'm trying to measure resistance, or sorry, support on the NTNX chart. So 35 looks like was the resistance. That's where the lines are being drawn. And now we're trying to see if there's going to be any kind of a setup. So out of all the names out there, what we have done is we have entered a few names on our tickers, right? You can see all the names on the tickers over here. And now we're just observing, right? Based on the parameters, based on the type of stocks that we like to trade, just pure observation to see what's going on, right? We know what are the shortlist names we have. Now it's just a matter of aligning the daily chart with the 5-minute, 15, and the 30-minute, see which one aligns and which one can we hit. Right, so we are 5 minutes into the trading day, right? On the top, you can see the time over here was 9:35, right? So 5 minutes into the trading day, just pure observation. The intention is not to really try to hit the first 5 minutes, first 10 minutes. We want to see a trend um, unraveling during the day, right? We want to see what the trend is. Is the trend going to be up? Is the trend going to be down? Is there going to be a reversal? So just observe the 5 minutes, right? On the 5-minute chart, it's going to give you a whole bunch of information. Sit down and observe. So this NTNX chart over here, you saw it broke through 35 and is now still going. But if you take a look at the 5-minute chart, there is no pattern, right? It just went through straight through 35. It's kind of hard to trade names which goes right through it. So just pure observation right now to see what's going on. Let me speed up the time a bit. All right, so now you see, what there's more names coming up on the screeners. And as time passes, once again, switching between daily time frame to see if there is any range that you can trade with, right? And taking a look at going back and forth between scanners and putting in the names in interactive brokers to see what's going on. So SE was a name which had an inside day yesterday, right? So now it came up on one of the names which we shortlisted. Now we're trying to see, you know what, if their stock has any momentum to break through the highs, right? So just pure observation still, looking at the daily chart, the 5 minutes, just seeing, you know what, if the trend is up on the daily, are we trying to find a trend continuation, trend reversal, right? So still no trade, just pure observation right now. NTNX, the name which went through 35, you can see, you know what, this SPLK went through as well, FNKO went through, PBYI, nothing much going on. PTLA, down move followed by an up move on the 5 minute chart, right? So still no direction. Let me speed this up a bit, right? I want to show you when I went and put on a trade. So right now we are still observation. So if you look over here, we are still pure observation, right? There's no trades being traded yet. This is the trading platform of putting on the trades. Still no trades yet. So now this SE that you saw that, you know what, it broke through the highs of yesterday. Now the intention is there going to be a big volume start pouring in, or what's going to happen? Still scanning different names. FTCH was setting up pretty nicely on the 5 minute chart. There's no confirmation yet. We have already moved so much on the 30 minutes, so that's why I didn't want to go and take this flag pattern over here. Let's go through. Now, here's what I want to try to show you, right? So now there's this name, Wuba, WUBA. What I noticed was it had this nice support 6520. It broke through it. I didn't see a pattern though. The other name which I was interested was ZS, right? One thing that so what I did was I was watching this name. You see on this video, now I'm going back and forth between ZS, trying to make a decision of whether I should be getting into the name or not. So on the daily chart was a nice pattern, nice break on the new highs. And the question really is, are we going to get a continuation on 50 through 59 or not, right? We had a red candle, a green candle, and now we are going a sideways motion on ZS. So now I'm still deciding, right, on the video which you see. Right, so I'm checking the RSI levels to see if anything is gonna match up. And once I see the stock starting to speed up towards 59, right, that's when I got in the trade. Right now I went into at 59, waiting for it to break through 59 to give me some nice move up there. But now you're trying to see that, you know what, this 59 is acting like a really, really strong resistance, right? And in between, I'm looking at other names, looking at this ZS to see, you know what this stock is really, the parameters of the stock. So the stock is still hovering near 59 level, right? My stops are going to be down here under this 57 level. Is a pretty big stop, $1.50 stop. Couple of things I like on this name is a strong daily chart breaking up to new highs. Nice sideways movement right now, right? So as a trade, I'm letting the trade to develop, right? I'm not trying to force a direction on the name. I'm trying to take a look at the name and try to see, let it develop and see which direction it can go. So now it breaks through 59, right? So I saw it break through 59. In the meantime, I want to be scanning other names to see, what if the trade doesn't work? Is there any other names that I get into? So it broke through 59 the first time, and it's not really doing much. The ZS, right? Yeah, still looking at this 59 level. What I didn't like on this name is it was a third candle, the third green candle on the breakout. Generally, the third green candle, the third red candle in the breakout is not the best of the ideas, right? Purely because there's already so many people who have already put in their buy orders, who have already bought the stock. I mean, how many people are really going to keep on buying? Right? The stock is purely momentum. Sometimes you might see a continuation, but most likely than not, buying a third green candle, it's not the brightest of the ideas. So let me speed it up a bit to show you what's going on. So in this NTNX name, if you see, now the stock is actually coming back, right? I mean, I try to buy this green candle over here, and now the stock is now doing a sideways consolidation. It had a bit of a big dip, right? It kind of, see this big dip that I was talking about? It had this big dip, 58.33, just to shake out a whole bunch of people down here. I knew my entry wasn't the greatest, right? Because I bought the third green candle, which is a big thing that you shouldn't be doing. I bought it, but you know what? Now my stops are down here, so now I'm just waiting on to see what's going on, right? Is the stock really going to collapse on me, or is the stock still has some legs? Let me just speed it up. So after you see the big drop, you saw the stock was coming back. This Rubra was another name that I was looking at in terms of, I knew it broke through the levels, the 65.20. Now I'm looking at the 30-minute charts down here to take a look at, where is the next support level, right? So in the meantime, I'm letting that ZS trade develop over here, the ZS trade. I'm watching it. I'm also trying to develop, if that trade doesn't work out, then what is the other trade I want to get in? So keep in mind, we're trading 100 shares, right? So we're not going to take multiple positions. We're going to take only one position at a time. So we're letting it develop, right? So what you'll see on this ZS name is it has a lot of knee-jerk reactions, had a big drop, coming back up. And what you will see, after this 3 candle up, it's one sideways, and if you want to time your trades, right, timing the trade now would be really good if you were looking at this ZS trade. The reason being it has had this 3 up move, 1 sideways, and this candle is the one where, this candle or the next one, whichever one it is, which once it broke through 59 is one when you will have some legs in the name, right? So I'll show you what's going on. This ZS, it broke through 59, and now bit of confidence. This pop was really a nice pop. I thought that, it might have a continuation. So I was trying to have my shares ready to see if it can still have a big pop. But this stock had a lot of knee-jerk reactions, right? So you saw this stock pop through 59. What you will see now is a lot of knee-jerk reactions. See, it dipped back under 59, right? So I mean, if you're a novice trader, chances are you will hit it out because it's not holding the resistance, right? So, but the candle didn't really end yet, right? The candle didn't end yet, so the stock is still valid. It has this knee-jerk reaction, which I did not like at all. So let it develop. Right, it's still developing. See all these knee-jerk reactions where it keeps on going under 59. Not the brightest of the ideas. So this time, I decided to go and take my half shares, take out 50 shares. So as I mentioned, after this 3 green candles, 1 sideways, and this one was really the one which can break through. So I took half of my trade. So I had 100 shares, I took out 50 shares. Now I'm trying to take a look at, what's going on in this name, right? Can it keep on going, or what if it goes down below? I mean, I'm already in the trade for so long, I've been drained out in terms of mental capital in this name, right? So once it starts coming back in, I definitely don't want to go and make any losses on this, right? So probably I will let it come in maybe till 59.10s, right? So once it came at 59.10, I'm like, you know what, enough is enough. I'm not sure if this can still hold. So I got out of the name, right? So I made about 30 cents on the first half, and another, say, 12 cents on the second half. So not a whole bunch, but you know what? Because we keep on scanning during the day, now we are looking at another name, right? There's Rubra, which was a name which I was tracking. Now this is a name which I'm looking at. So what now we'll see on here is trying to align the 30-minute chart to see where the support was on Rubra on 30-minute charts. We definitely know that, it broke through the support over here, the 65.20. Now we want to line up where the next support is. If there's enough room, then probably we can put on a trade on it, right? So I was watching this Rubra, right? Had a big green candle, and then the sellers took control and just selling it down. So still watching different names, taking a look at what's going on in the markets. So we know the resistance broke was 65, and now it's sitting at about 64.20, so Rubra. ZS had that bit of a small dip, but it went right back up. You know what? It already drained me out all the mental capital. There's only so much I can take with a particular name, right? So still looking around on Rubra. The ZS had a bit of an up move, right? It went down 59.10. I took my half of my shares, and now it's actually popping up, which is completely fine. You know what? That's what I thought it was really gonna do, right? But still stalking this Rubra. So while I'm looking at over here, just want to let you know what I like on this Rubra. This is a daily chart on here. Broke through the support levels. We are under the support levels, and the next support level is somewhere around 63.25. So now the idea really is to stock it, right? See, so now you see there's a quick drop over here under the 64 level. I got in at 64.01, right? So I got in at 64.01, and now I'm really stalking it in terms of taking a look at, is there going to be any down move or whatnot, right? Because we know the next support level is another 75 cents away, right? So another 5 minutes in this video. I'll let you watch this trade and provide you the commentary once I see anything. So we're not trying to go and anticipate any trades. What you're trying to see is let the market prove whether it wants to go up or down. If it wants to go up or to go down, we want to find support levels, taking a look at, where's the potential for it to actually bounce, right? Just try to skip it up a bit. Okay, so let me show you this. So we are still sitting at the $64 level, right, on Rubra that you see. ZS broke through 59, came back right in. A lot of knee-jerk reaction. That name, good thing that it got out, right? A lot of mental capital getting exhausted on that one. You want to really want to make your life easier by trading names, which is going to make your life easy, right? So once again, going back and forth between the scanners, and now you see, hey, you know what? It went from 64 to 63.76. That was a quick, nice 25-cent drop on Rubra. So still going through different scans to see, hey, you know what, what's going on. So keep in mind you're only trading 100 shares right now because you're trading a small account, right? So a lot of new traders, which I'm trading, which I'm help mentoring, they have small accounts. So I want to trade small accounts and show them, you know what, how you want to really trade. Because I don't want to start with a bigger account, and that's just not really make any sense, right? So. So what you'll see on here that, you know what, even though the stock is traded a lot of shares for the day, right? Um, there are times when it kind of got stuck, and every time when you try to make a move, the drop was pretty violent, right? So we got about less than a minute. So now you see the stock actually starting to trend, and I'm getting prepared to take some profits. Right, so I know that, you know what, the next level on here is 63.25. Maybe I want to take some profits at 63.46. And now you see this nice move down, right? It took me out. Now it's going towards 63.25. So you know what? That was my target, 63.25, and once it hit it, I took my nice gains. And so yeah, so that was those are the trades that I made on the name, right? So you can see, you know what, on the first trade didn't really work out as much, right? On the second trade, made some decent gains. Let me just show you back here. So on the first half shares, we got about 54 cents, and on the other name, we got about 90 cents. Right? So pretty decent gains trading the first hour of the morning, right? So this is 9:30, so we're almost around 10:30. So nice, decent gains trading with the direction of the trend, going from resistance to support levels. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. But if you do like the video, please like and subscribe. Gonna make more video for you guys so you can go and learn more from it. Have a good one.